Louisiana Beer Reviews looks at Lech Premium Beer, 4.9% alcohol. On the website, the SABMiller website, they have it listed 5.0. So 4.9, 5.0. You know, the Ford Mustang in the 80s, late 70s, 80s was a 5.0 V8, even though it was actually 4.9 liters. But anyhow, imported by Tiski Brewery, Washington, D.C., brewed by Kompania Piwowarska, Poznan, Poland. Okay. This company was founded a long time ago, and there's a whole sort of, and they say it's a grip bottle, see? It's got that little embossed thing on the glass. See, grip it. Oh, drink it. The history is so long and involved. It's 3 different brewing companies in Poland that merged together in 1999, then came under the ownership of SABMiller, okay? I think South African Beverages bought them in 1995, and then they bought Miller, you know, in 2002. But smells skunky, but ooh, look at all that smoke. I mean, this is like the smokiest water vapor beer. I know, just like the Mexico Pivo, I'm pouring this in a Heineken glass. I don't have a Mexico Pivo or a Lech Premium glass. But I was looking on the website, and there's like 4 different websites. There's the Lech website, there's the brewery website, there's the SABMiller website, there's probably some other websites, but there's like 4 variants of this, maybe more. With Miller showing 4, Miller Coors. Okay, SABMiller showing, it's confusing, huh? Showing 4 variants. And this is like the premier variant. Possibly made with corn. Couldn't really get an ingredients list. Kind of a spongy head. I was gonna go walking. I don't know. It's starting to look doubtful with this rain. I'm telling you, we needed it, but would have liked to get that half mile in. I see a little fine sediment, which you're going to get in any beer. There's only so much filtering you can do. Bubble streams. I mean, if you gave this to somebody and said it was Heineken, I'm sure they would believe it. They would never say, this doesn't taste like Heineken. It smells like Heineken, you know, the bready, barley malt, maybe a little grassiness. It's super clean though in the aroma. Now, Poznan, Poland is an interesting town because it was one of those cities on the border, sort of like on the Germanic-Polish borderland area, and they were constantly fighting over it. The Prussians seized it in the 1790s, and then of course Prussia established, the Kingdom of Prussia established the German Empire in 1871, so then it was part of the German Empire. Then in 1918, when that collapsed, the Polish independence was reasserted, and they said, no, it's Poznan, not Posen. And then of course the Germans re-seized it in 1939, and then the Russians poured into town in 1945. Gave it back to Poland under their control, and then the communist government collapsed in 1988-89. All right, but it has been Polish. The town has been part of Poland again since 1945. All right, smells good, man. It definitely tastes like there's some corn adjunct in it, though, right off the bat. You can taste the difference between the Reinheitsgebot beers and the adjunct beers. It has a Miller High Life, or even more so a Red Dog thing going there. Some people say the corn dulls it out. That argument is a strong one. I tend to agree with it. The brewing companies say, no, it smooths it out. It just depends how you're looking at it. I mean, some people love Coors Banquet, which is corn and rice, I believe. Miller High Life. This, Lech, and Tiskey, which is part of that company. They use adjunct, corn adjunct. So I would prefer without, but that's me. I don't mind it with. Now this is one of the more expensive ones from Libby's Liquors on US Highway 1 in New Jersey. I think it was $2.49 for the bottle, and the Grolsch was $2.49, something like that. Maybe $2.29, and all the rest were $1.89. All of it, 16.9 ounce bottles, and a few little 11.2. I've never had this before. I didn't even check to see about video reviews. I'm pretty sure they're going to have some. When you check these Polish beers out, there's always these video reviews. They're all these guys that are from Poland. So they probably have their own video reviewing community. But we can't interact with them. It's very comparable. There's a little yeastiness and alcohol twinge to it, believe it or not. So it's light to medium mouthfeel on the light side. It's crisp, clean finish, you know, easily drinkable, sweet, bready, slight hop bitterness, but pretty low, much lower than the Mexico Pivo or the Grolsch. I mean, the Grolsch is a lot more bitter. I think the SABMiller website is helpful because their descriptions are pretty accurate. They're giving the Grolsch like a 4 out of 5 on the bitterness scale, and I really do think it's up there. This one, I can't remember, but I don't think it's too high. So they'll give 5 hop buds, you know, so many out of 5, and then they'll give sugar cubes for the sweetness. So it's pretty helpful. It's very well made within the style, and so on and so on. I'll give it a B. It's good. But I did give the Mexico Pivo a B+, and I do think that's better, so it would only be fair to say this is good instead of very good, but it's nice, so, I mean, why keep talking? It's done. If you like Red Dog, you'll probably like this, although I think I prefer Red Dog. So anyway, we can't get either one in Louisiana these days, so thank you for watching this video production. Laissez-les bon temps relais, and y'all come on down to